on the computer. Okay, so right here. So a little of that was overlapping. And so we had that. So we're now recording. And so right now we're going to do the basement. We just did a couple things, which are just kind of catch-up type stuff, which was over here for level 2, which is where we actually place these different elements that we see right here, the different plumbing elements. We have these right here, put in a few dimensions, and we did this. So all that just kind of like a lot of what we had worked with before. So now we're in the basement. So when you go to the basement, you'll notice there's nothing here. So what we want to do right now is we're going to go down here and I'm going to go to my underlay. Now I go to my underlay, I can tell it that I want to see something. And what I want to see is the first floor. I want to see level 1, and I wanted to go ahead and to have the top level. I'll change that to be unbounded. And then I'll just go ahead and say hit apply. And then I see this, and there is what level 1 looks like right there. So I've got that. Now at this point, what I would do, let me go ahead and let's just make it level 1. We'll make level 2 the top. Apply. Okay, so I've got this. This is what level 1 looks like. And what I want to do right now is I want to create my exterior walls for my basement. So what I'll do is I'll go to my wall, and I want to use generic 8 inches. And I'm going to basically just go from the outside, finish face exterior, and I'm going to use this right here, which is my rectangle command. So I'm going to click right here and go right down to here. And I'm going to click on there to get that. And I do that, and it puts it in place right there. And then what I want to do is I want it to go up to the, yeah, that should be good. Then I'll go ahead, and when I'm done with that, I think we're good to go. And I went ahead and made that work right there, and I have that in place. Let's see how it came out. We'll go to here, and it looks like that right there. So it didn't go up far enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all these walls, and I want them to go up. Base constraint is basement, up to level. Instead of being grade, they need to go up to level 1. So I'll make them go up to level 1, and then it looks like that, which is what you want to do. So if you have that gap, it means that your basement is only going up to the grade and need to go up to level 1. So then you've got this. Now this is looking pretty good. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put a floor in the basement, because that is what we want to do. And over here, we've got that. And let me go here for a moment. And I'm going to go to the basement plan here. When I go to the basement plan here, I've actually got this floor, which is in here. Let me see if I can get this to show up. Nope, I don't want that. I want the actual floor itself. See that? No, it does not. Okay, so the floor, I'll go ahead and go out to here. Just take a look at that. All right, out to here, the floor, I'm going to go ahead and rotate this, and this is the floor that I want right here. So this is a generic floor, 12 inches. It's a generic floor, 12 inches. That's what I'm going to use. So I'll go out here to my basement and put in a generic floor with 12 inches. So back to my basement, and I'll go to floor, generic floor, 12 inches. And I'm going to use my same tool, which is right here. Going to use the rectangle here to here, do that. And I'll hit the green check mark. And once we got that, let's take a look at how that appears. I go to there, and that's what we just drew right there. So we got that going on right there. So this is around the perimeter right there. So I got that floor, that's in place. And then there's one more detail that I want to apply here. And that is around the perimeter here. You'll see I've got this right here. This is a wall foundation bearing footing. 36 by 12, wall foundation bearing footing. So to do this, I'm going to go over here, wall foundation bearing footing, which is here, and I want to put that in place. And so to do that, I'm going to go to, I think I go to structure, wall foundation bearing footing. Yeah, wall foundation bearing footing. So it's right under here. Wall foundation bearing footing. So it's right under here. And so I go to structure, and I go to wall, and I got wall foundation bearing footing. And then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put that in. So click on that. Modify that again. Okay, wall foundation bearing footing. And okay, so for some, okay, I've actually got that live in another place. Right here, the basement. Okay, so we'll do that. So structure, wall. Okay. All right, so I'll put this in place. We're going to click on the okay. So I went ahead and put that in there. Let's see if it showed up, because right now it's not visible in this view, so I'd have to turn it on. Let's take a look and see what it did right there. And there it is right there. So I went ahead and just clicked on it. You could also do it in this view, but when you're done, you want to check it. And it should look like this. Those are your bearing footing. they go around the perimeter at 36" 12. Okay, let me repeat that because that might have been a little bit weird. Okay, so right now I just got rid of them all. And what you would do here is you go to structure and you go to wall right here, and wall foundation bearing footing is what you want to use. So I'll go ahead and click on this, this bottom edge down here, if I can. And I'll go here and let's see if it's not letting me do it here, is it? No, it's not. Oh, yeah, actually, I guess I got to click on the wall itself. So I'm going to rotate it around here. You can do it in this view. So I click there, does this, and I click over here, and it gives me that right there. And that's a footing, which is what it should look like. So now we're looking pretty darn good here, looking really, really good. I'm going to save my project. We are making great progress. So I went ahead and put that in. So right now I've got my basement. Let's take a look at the basement and see how that looks right now. Go to my basement. And if I'm in here, I'm going to turn off my underlay right now. I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to turn off my underlay because I don't need it. So I'm going to turn that off, none, and hit apply. So nothing's there. And so let's take, so that's what we have right there. So this is what it looks like. So if I take a look at it in 3D, which I will do, it looks like this, and now you see this. And now what I want to do is put my stairs in. When I put my stairs in, I want them to actually come up and to meet here. So now to put your stairs in, stairs are something that is actually very, quite elegant in Revit. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to work on this right now. So to put your stairs in, right now I'm looking at this. And let's say I want to see what this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and use consistent colors. Looks like that. Looks like that right there. And if I use realistic, it goes ahead and doesn't really give me much more than that. So I got that going on. Shaded, hidden. Okay, we got it. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and put them in here. Now to put in your stairs, I'm going to go here in stairs. You've already got the main thing, which is assembled stair. It's already in place. So all the settings are already set. Now what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to change this to actually give myself the run. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll say run left. I'll do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to pull it away from the wall about this distance here. I'm going to go ahead and click here and pull it over and go in this direction. Now at this point, you'll notice I'm going this way. So I'm going to go over just one, I'm going to go over one step, I'm going to click, then I'm going to pull it up right like this. And when I pull it up right like this, I'm going to tell it to stop right here. And then it's going to go ahead and create this right here. And I kind of made a mistake there. So let me try that again. Try that again. And what I'm going to do, let me do it this way. Instead of making it left, let me do something else. I'll go ahead and make the run. And I'm going to change it to, I'll just make it center. That's fine. I'll make it center. So I'm going to click a point right like here. Click here, go over one step. Click there, then go over here. I want to go over somewhere right around in this location over here. And I'm going to go ahead and click somewhere right here. And I'm going to pull it straight up like that. When I do that, that is all I get for my stairs. That's all I have right there. And that actually creates a set of stairs. And I'm going to go ahead and take that stair and I can go ahead and hit my green check mark. And that's all done. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't make the stairs go up high enough. I didn't make the stairs go up to the first floor. You notice it says grade. I want to go to first floor. So I got to go here and change it to level 1. I thought they looked kind of small and they did. And that's why. So, okay, over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go to my run and I'm going to go ahead and pick a run right here. 1 over. And then when I got that, I'm going to click a point to end it. And I'm going to pick a point right here to pick it back up. So I'll go ahead and pick a point right around like this and go this way. So go ahead and do that. When I do that, boom, it gives me that. And that's what the stairs should look like. Okay, now I feel like I just really kind of botched this. And I'm going to do this again to make it a little easier. So I'm in this basement right here. Let me show this to you again. Try to make it as easy as possible. Go to stair. Stairs all set up with everything you need. I want to make a little bent stairway. The bent stairway, just to show it, I'll get out of here. I'll show what it looks like. So go over here to this basement. And this is what the basement looks like right here. So I've got it right here. It's actually tucked in, looks like this. That's what that should look like. It's your multi-story stairs. And then go ahead and click the different elements. So it's there. And so I've got this in place right there. And that's what it should look like. And we'll have one step there. Then we'll have landing. That's what we want to draw. So back over to here, we're going to do just that. So we'll go to my stairs. And to put this in place right here, I'm going to go ahead and pick a point somewhere right around here. I'm going to pull it over. I'll just pick there for one stair, pull it over to about the midpoint of where the landing would be. I'll go right up here and I want to go right here. So I'm going to click here and then it picks up over here. So it gives me that nice L shape. And once I've got that, I click the green check mark and it puts it in place. And then I can grab the stairway and I can just go ahead and use my arrow keys. And I want to tuck it into the corner just so that it looks something like this here. So it goes like this and like that and like that. Okay, so that's now in the corner. So now I've got that right there. I'm going to take a look at it in my basement view. So I'm going to go here and go over here. And did I even do, did I I made it go to grade again. Dang. So I'll change that to level 1. Okay, apply it. Okay. I botched it again. So let me try one more time. Jeez. All right. So go to stair. And I wanted to go up to level 1. Level 1. So I'm going to go here, go over 1 step, boom, pick up the point right around here, the midpoint of it, and go that way. Now, hit the green check mark. There it is. Now that's better. Now I'm going to click on it right here, and I'm going to use my arrow keys to move it and then adjust it into there. And now it looks better. And the thing is, so again, take care that when you're making your stairs, you go ahead and do what I just did there, which is make them go to the level 1. So you do that. Now, once you got that, they look pretty good. So let's see what they look like. I'm going to go here and I'm going to make a camera. So I'll take here, I'll make a camera view like this. Now I take a look at that. Well, there you go. That's what it should look like. And that is what we see. And that's what that looks like right here. You actually have a floor right up there. So that's what's kind of stopping right there. But that's what your stairs look like. Now at this point, I don't think I need this railing on this side. I don't think I need this railing either. So get rid of those. And it gives me the staircase. Looks like that. You got 1 stair, it goes up. And that is what you have right there. That is how that would actually work. Yes, that is how we go ahead and put that. So now that I've got that in place like that, what I'm going to do is I'm then going to go over here and I'm going to take a look at it. It looks like this. Looks like this one here. And now that I have that one in place right there, what I'm going to do is I want this to actually go. Let me check, see how it looks on the first floor here. See how it came out. If it did come out. So at level 1. And let's see, there it is right there. That looks pretty good. So it actually is peeking up right there. Perfect. That's actually how it should be. And so I might need to back it off just a little bit. So I'm going to take this and move it down just a hair like this, like that. And it should go something like that. And then this door should actually go down just a hair. And there's just enough room for that to be right there. That's exactly how it was done in real life. Very little room for error. So it's like that. Okay, so your stairs come up and then you're right there. That's how it should fit. It should fit perfectly right there. And when you draw this right here, just that you're aware, you've got 1 step over on the right of the landing over here. Actually, if I got this, 1 step over to the right of the landing. And then you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 risers there. So you got that going on there. That's what that should look like. Now, at this point, I've got this in place and that looks good. And so I want to do one more thing here. And that is my floor here actually needs to be edited to actually let the stairs through, because right now I can't see the stairs. So if I put a camera right here, you'll see what I mean. So if I put a camera right here, I'll show you what's happening right there. I do this, I take a look from here and I'll go ahead and take a look down from here to here. And you can see that the stairs are kind of doing something. And you see they're kind of coming up, but the floor actually is concealing them. So what I have to do right now is I have to cut a hole in the floor. This is how we do things with this. So I'm going to go back to my level 1 and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select the floor. So I click on the floor and it turns blue like this. And then I go to edit boundary. When I click on edit boundary, I can actually create a rectangle and make a hole for that. So I'm going to do that, picking a point right around like here. I'll go ahead and pick a point right here, just to make it clear. And I'll go here and I'll go ahead and make an opening. So I'm going to pull it down here right around to this. That should probably be about right like this. And I'll go ahead and drop it right like that. And then I'll hit the green check mark. And then I'll say don't attach. And then what I'm going to do is take a look at it. So how does it look in the view that I just pulled up here? And when you go here, now you can see the view. Now you can see the stairs coming up right there. And the stringer might come up a little bit. That's okay. That's fine. That happens sometimes. All right, so you have that going on there. So it goes down from one level to the next. You've got that going on right there. And that's how that would actually work. Okay, so once that's in place, I actually need to have a wall to conceal these, okay? Because typically you're going to have that kind of a situation there. But first, let's go back down to the basement and we're going to make it go all the way up to the other stairs. So to do this, I've got this right now. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to select levels for these stairs to go to. So go to select levels and it asks me to go to a view. So I'll go to the elevation east view, I'll open that view. And now what I can do is I can click on level 2. And when I click on level 2, it's going to go ahead and it's going to connect those levels like that. So let's see what that did right there. If I go over here and take a look at my level 1, which is what I've been looking at, take a look at this right here. You can then see that there, I've got the stairs right here. That looks good. And then if I go to my 3D view here, take a look at this here. And now you can see that I got stairs going up here. So I got a stack of stairs right here, and I got stairs going upstairs. So that's how you go ahead and place the stairs. This is you're gonna want to watch this a couple times, but that's how you do that. I'll do that one more time so you guys see how this works. So I'm gonna back it out a little bit, and I'll go ahead and move this out of here. And I'll go ahead and get out of there entirely. Now, this is what I've got right here. I've got this, and I'll go ahead and put the hole back in because I had this hole in the hole in the floor should be there. Come on. Okay, I'll redo that. And I got that. Okay, so I've got that in place right there. And if I take a look at my 3D view 4, I got that there. And I'll go ahead and put in another 3D view over here. Just take a look at it over here, and I'll go ahead and click on this, and I'll take a look down there. Now, take a look at this right there. It looks like that. And if I go to level 1, I want to take another look at it, which will go like this. I'll take a camera, and I'll place it from here and take a look down from here to there. Go and pick it here and take a look there. And you can see that once again, I'm now looking down the stairs. And what I want to do now is I want to copy this upstairs. So to do this, I want the stairs to go from the basement to the first floor, and then from the first floor to the second floor. So right now I'm going to go over here to basement. There's a way to do this. So go to my basement plan right here, and I'm going to click on my stairs right around here. And I click on those. And when I do that, you're going to notice this pops up and it says select levels. So this allows me to select the levels and to select other levels that we want to go to. So this is what's called multi-story stair. So I'll click on select levels, and I'm going to go to the elevation east. This is going to come up by default. I'll go to open view. And then when this pops up, I want to go ahead. All right, looks like it's not showing up. Why is it not doing that? Okay, right there. I'm going to click on this line right there. So I click on that line, and I hit the green check mark. And when I do that, it should have just put my levels together. So I'll go to this 3D view 7, and there are the stairs right there. So I went ahead and completed those. Those are now in place. If I take a look at level 2, you'll see that those are in place too. And where is my level 2? Okay, level 2, not there. Okay, so we'll go to level 2 right here. We'll go to level 2 right here. There are stairs actually right down here. If you click, you can actually see them poking up right there. So you have that going on. Okay, so that is what we have in place right there. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we are going to go to our first floor, and we're going to put in some walls to encase this. That's just kind of normal procedure. So I'll use my wall command right here, and I will simply run a wall, and I'm going to go finish face interior. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place a wall from here over to here. Wrong wall. Okay, wrong wall type. So I don't want that. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. So I'll close out of this, and I'm going to go to wall, and I want my interior wall, which I did not use that time. So go here and use my interior wall 4.5 inches. And I'll just take this, and I'll pick it right from here and go down here and press my space bar to go ahead and go over there. Straight across like this and do that. So I've got that. And then at that point, I need to put a door there, a 36-inch door. So then a door, and I want to put a 36 by 80-inch door because that's what needs to go there. And 36 by 80. And I'll go ahead and go here, and this goes right there. Boom, like that. And that fits there barely, but it does. And that's how we go ahead and have that. And I believe that is the way the door swing goes, but let me verify it by going over and taking a look at the final version over here. So go here and go to level 1 here. And when I go to level 1 there, that's what, okay, that's my ceiling view. That's what that is. Okay. And so we can close out of that for right now. And I got this level 1 here. Okay, so I have to go to my level 1 and the other projects. So right now I'm in the, yes, so I'll go over here to this and this one. Okay, so okay, let me get my final one here. All right, so I got this, and I'm going to go to my level 1 here. Okay, it looks like this here. So now what I've got going on here is I actually have my I got a wall right here. The wall goes this way, and this door swings out, and it's number 3. So the door swings out, it's number 3. That's actually a 30-inch door. So I'm going to change that to 30 inches. So I'll go back to my my level 1, and I will go ahead and change that to be 30 inches. And we'll go ahead and do that. So this should be a 30-inch door. So I'll click on this and change it to be 30 inches, 30 by 80 inches right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip that. And that's how that should work there. And that's going to be number 3. So go ahead and do this, change the numbers. And as you need to, you want to make sure you adjust these. And that's going to be number 3. And just to keep it legit, as far as you know that. Now here, I've got this down notation right there. And I should be able to select that. I have to actually grab that and pull it down a little bit. Yeah, like that. So I go ahead and pull that down. Okay, so I have these in place right there. So now that's there. And then this is a little too far over right here. So I'm going to edit this. Now, this one right here is actually in front of the stairs, and that's not good. So I'm going to click on this. And when I click on this, I can actually, if I press my tab key, I can actually edit it. And lets me go ahead and do a little bit of work on this, which is what I want to do. So hover my cursor over this, tab, click on that. All right. Again. Okay, use edit stairs. So I'm going to go to edit stairs. I'm going to go ahead, and that's not letting me do much there. So I'll go ahead and go to the basement. I need to push this over a little bit because that's not far enough over. So go back to my basement, and I'm just going to adjust these. So you might have to go back and forth a little bit. That's pretty normal. So I'll go to here, click on this. And I'll press my tab key a couple times. And when I click on this, I want to use my edit stairs. And okay, again. All right. Okay, so I guess I got to do this. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take this and move it to the left this way. Okay, that's not working, is it? So what I want to do is I want to click on this. Okay, yeah, I want to push this back a little bit. So I'm pushing this back over to there. That's better. Now that does not actually go in that. That does actually gives me room right there. So that's good. And then I've got yeah, so that's good. So I'll go ahead and do this. And then I've got that, and that should be looking better. So I'm going to look at my 3D view 6. I'm going to go my 3D view 6 looks like that, and my 3D view 7. Now you can see right there, that's enclosed. That's what that should look like. You got a wall enclosing that, and that's what that should look like. Okay, I got a little bit of a stringer action going there, so I need to move the wall down just a hair. And looks like we'll have to back the stairs off just a bit more. So I'll go back over here to my level 1, and I'm going to move the stairs back just a little bit more. Okay, back into here like that, and that should do pretty well. And then I can go ahead and move this. Yeah, that should do. And then once I've got that, let me take a look at the 3D view 7 again. And what do we got there? And looks like we got this door single flush. And looks like that's coming out just a bit. And okay, so that's 3D view 7. And so we just move it back. All right, so let me go back to level 1. And I'm going to move this wall just a hair. So it does this. Like that. Okay, so like that. And so that's not going to work so well. So we'll just go ahead and move the stairs down a hair like that. All right, that should be good. And then okay, header keeps on showing up. I'm not sure why that does. Okay, we're not going to worry about that. We'll just continue on. And I think we are good to go. So we got that right there. And we'll go ahead and continue. So I've got this, and I've got the whole of my first floor. I've got that all together. Now I want to go to level 2, and I want to do the same thing. So go to level 2, and I'm going to close out of the views that I don't want right now. Go to level 2 here. And level 2 looks like this right here. What I want to do is bring my stairs up. So I got my stairs right there. So a couple things I need to do. First of all, this wall needs to open up to let the stairs through. That's the first thing. So go ahead and do that. Drop that through there. And then at that point, that's all good. You actually have a wall right there. So we're looking good. And then I want to go ahead and I want to edit this floor too by going to my edit boundary. And I'll put in a rectangle. And going from the rectangle, go from here. I'm going to go ahead and make a rectangle from here down to roughly this location. And I'll go ahead and drop it right there. And okay, all right, so I got that right there. And let's see here, what's the problem to the green check mark? Doesn't like it, so let's show it. Okay, so we'll go this. Okay, and okay, so what do we got here? All right, what do we got here? Show me this. All right. All right, we'll get rid of that. No, we don't want to do this. All right, I got lines on top of lines. Okay, yeah, I don't need this line over here though, because that's got to come out. So this line has to be deleted. Get rid of that. Okay, and okay, so we'll go ahead and all right. Okay. And I'll go ahead and put one more line here. All right. Okay, so I got that there. So now at this point, I have my level 2 and my level 1. I've got these in place right there. And that's this looks like. Now over here, this is actually a little closet over here in this area here. So I'm going to put in a wall here, and I'll go right from here over. And I'm going to go to do this and pull it right across from here to here. And then there's a small little door that goes there. That is about a 24-inch door. So I'll go ahead and place that door there. So I got a door. And I'll make a 24-inch by 80 inches, which is going to be here. And we'll go ahead and go here. And we'll go ahead and drop it there. And then we will go ahead and flip it out that way. And that is, we'll go ahead and flip it against this way. So that's how we go ahead and place that. And that is actually going to be number 14. That should be number 14 there. 1, 4. Okay, that's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll fix those later. And we got that going on. So you want to change the marks of these doors as needed. This one should be number 11 right here. So this one, I'm just going to go here and update these. So if they don't quite align, you can go ahead and do this. And that's okay. I'll go ahead and accept that. And then this one's 13 and this one's 15. All right, this should be 15 and this is 12. Okay, yeah, these are a little bit mixed up here, but that's okay. So as you're going through these, as you put these in, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and change these as we're doing that. Okay. All right, and I got this right there, and that's going to be number 12. And I know there'll be some duplicates. That's okay. And we'll go here 12, and we got 11, 15. All right, 13 right here. And over here is going to be 15. All right, we'll find that. All right, so I'm going to have a few different copies. That's okay, because I can go over those and fix those as we go through here, which I will do, because there's some on the bottom floor too. So I got these in place. It's looking good. And I've got these looking good. I'm going to save it. And that's something you can actually go through and fix later through those. Hi, Louie. Good to see you. And we will continue.
Hello. Sorry, I'm late.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So we got right there. There's a little bit of detail as we went through here, but we went ahead and made the stairs come up. Stairs now make sense, and they are in good shape. And I'm going to go back down to the basement, do one more thing here, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of try to back these stairs up just. Now the stairs should actually go. Okay, they're into the wall right there, so that's fine. And I think we're all good to go. Let me take a look at that view there, 3D view 4. Okay, we got that. And that looks pretty good there. And looks like those are kind of, yeah, that's where they should be. So we're going to go there. And yeah, I'm going to pull it away from the wall just a hair this way. Got that. And then at that point, I think we are good to go. Back over here to level 2, we got this and this wall. Okay, so that's where they go. That's fine. And these are going to pull up right there. That's good too. And then level 1, how are we doing there? Looks good there too. So we are actually in good shape. We've actually got everything as it should be. And that is where we want to be. So we're going to go there. All right. So now that we've done this, we've got the first floor and we've got the second floor pretty much complete. And I did the basement too. Okay, so I've got all this right here. It's looking great. And now I want to put on my roofs. Okay, I've got, I put on this whole porch section. We saw that last week. Now I want to put on my roofs. And my roofs are going to basically allow me to do this. So I'm going to go to level 2 and I'll put the very top roof on. And I'm going to go over here and I go to my roof command. Now the roof command is over here. Go to roof and roof by footprint. And I go to basic roof by footprint. I got a 6-inch overhang and that's fine. I wanted to define a slope and that's fine too. And the roof I'm going to use right here is going to be wood rafter, 8-inch asphalt shingle, which I want to use here. And then I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pick walls. I'm going to just go around right on the perimeter like this here. And when I go around the perimeter here, it's going to give me this. And I've got that. I'll hit my green check mark and it does this. Now, I'll tell you this right now, it's not going to look right when I go to level, when I go to my 3D view, it's going to look like this. And you see it's in the entirely wrong place. So what I got to do is I got to take that and I got to move it up to the 3rd floor. So this happens, just go here and move it to the 3rd floor. And you do that and it looks like that. Now, it still doesn't look right. The reason why it doesn't look right is it's a hip roof. And what I have is a gable roof. So the gable roof needs to be changed. And so I go back to my level 3. And let me close out a few views here. I've got too many views open here. Let's see. Do I have a level 1, level 2, level 3? I don't have a level 3 open. So I'll go to level 3 and I'll open this up here. When I go to level 3, this is actually the footprint that I want to change here. So I'll go there. And what I want to do is I want to take the slope off it. So to do this, I go to edit the footprint. I go to edit the footprint. This is the same way you would actually change the boundary of a floor or of a ceiling. So I click on there. I click on this over here and I want to uncheck define slope. We've seen this before. So go over this side and do the same thing. Uncheck this and hit the green check mark. And then at that point, it looks like this. And then the roof here, I believe that we said it needs to be 612. So we're just going to leave that for right now. Let's take a look at the 3D view and you'll see that it looks better right there. Except what I want to find out is actually what the view looks like, what the actual roof pitch is here. So this roof pitch should be 512. That's a 512 roof pitch. So what I'll do is over here, I'll click on this roof. I'm going to change it over here. Now over here, it says 9 inches by 12. What that means is there's 9 inches of rise over a 12-inch distance. That's how that's measured right there. If it was 12, it'd be 12 inches by 12 inches, which would be a 45-degree angle. So the second number is always going to be 12. So 5 inch to 12, I'll click apply. We do that. Looks good. Now you got this gap right here. So I got this gap. So I'll click on this wall. When I click on this wall, we saw this before, attach top, do that. And I just attach that. And I'll rotate it over to this side, do the same thing, click it here. And I'll attach this to the top like that. Boom, looks good. So now we're looking good here, looking very nice. Okay, looks good. Okay, so got those things right here. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the garage. I'm going to save it. And then go back to my level 1 now. So to my level 1, and when I go to level 1, I've got to put on my garage. So I'll go to roof again, roof, and I will do the same thing I did before, going ahead and going here and here and here. Now over here, I don't need an overhang. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line straight across here. So go from here, straight across from here to here, because I don't need it to overhang into the building. I'll just have to take it out if I do that. So I'll do that, hit the green check mark. And we're good to go there. Now, that needs to actually go up to level 2. It's going to be the same thing that I saw before. So I'll go over here and I'll take a look at it in 3D. And it shows me this view right here. So I click on this and I tell it I want to go to level 2. All right, so we do that, pops it up. And then I'm going to go to my level 2 and I'm going to fix that by going into here and I need to take out the unnecessary roof pitches. So I'll go to edit. I don't need a roof pitch on this side. So I'll go ahead and I'll take off that it defines a slope. I'll do the same thing for this side and I'll uncheck that it defines a slope. And then I'm going to make the whole thing a 512 roof pitch. So 5 inches by 12 inches. And we'll do that. And we'll go ahead and hit the green check mark. And it's going to do that. And we take a look at it in 3D and look at that. Looks beautiful. Okay, so you take a look around, rotate it, looks good. And I'll take this wall and I'm going to attach it to the roof. So I got that. So now it's all pretty well enclosed, looking pretty good, looking really, really good. There's some details that go to the outside that we'll go ahead and work on too. So I've got this. I'll go ahead and I'll save that. And as we go through this right now, the next thing I want to do is I want to put on some shutters. Now to place the shutters, I could just go ahead and choose the front view like this. And the shutters actually will just kind of go right on the front of the structure. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go down here to my miscellaneous content. And under my miscellaneous content here, you're going to notice that I have down here, where are my shutters? They're somewhere down here. Oh, let's see here. They might be under generic. Let's see. Generic model, is that it? Yeah, generic model shutter, high res. We got that. So I actually got for this one, for these ones at the top, it's 24 by 72 inches. So actually here, these need to be right here. That goes right there. Okay, so that's a 72-inch one. So I'll go ahead and drop that down just a bit. And I can actually align that too. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and drop that in a position like that. And we'll go ahead and just do this. And we'll go ahead and put that in position like that. And that looks good there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and copy it over to the other side. So I can click on this, and I can use create similar, and I go ahead and place another one over on this side. So go ahead and do this, drop it there, and the same kind of thing. I use my arrow keys to leave it in position. And this is kind of like final touch type stuff. This is where you actually kind of like make it look like it really makes a lot of sense. So those go like that. This one needs to go up just a hair, doesn't it? All right, so up there and back up there. Like that. Okay, so then we're going to go over here and I'm going to put in the 24 by 60 inches right here. So click on 24 by 60 inches, and I'll just take and drag that in here. And this does the same thing. I'm going to go here and 24 by 60 like goes there. And then this will go over here. Like that. And then I can copy those. I can click on this, and I can copy them. Copy from this midpoint here to this midpoint here. Boom, boom. There we have that. Okay, and we got that in place. So that is how you go ahead and put in your shutters. So we have those in place. So now it's starting to look like something. Now it's really starting to kind of come together. I'll save it. So what I've done right here is I went ahead and did a few steps right here. And I went ahead and I added a lot of different detail. We got the stairs in place. We did these other things. And as we put these in place, they are looking really good. So we got this all in place. Looks great. And that is what we have in place right there. So I'm going to save that. And we're looking pretty good. Now, as far as putting that in, there's also a couple of lamps that I want to put in place. So there's this lighting fixtures. And I've got electrical right here. And where's my electrical? Or lighting. It's going to be my lighting fixtures. So I got lighting fixtures. And what I want is this one, this wall lamp, 150 watt incandescent. I'll go here. I can get and take this and place it right on the wall here. And I'll place another right on the wall here like that. So I got those. It looks like that. And then I'm going to take a look at it from the front, and I might need to adjust those. So those, I just let you kind of, eyeball those so that they look right. And right now, those actually came out pretty good. They're actually right on where they should be. And those can just be placed as needed right there. And yeah, so for right now, that's looking pretty darn accurate. Let me just do a quick look over here and see how my other 3D view is looking. So go to this and take a look at this one with the 3D, go to front right there. And that's the same kind of thing. You got this same kind of thing where you have these lamps over here and over there. And I think I put a lamp on the rear of the house there too. Yeah, I got a couple lamps here, one over here and one over there. So do the same thing. I'll place those. And these are kind of finishing touches. So I'm going to rotate it around here, and I'm going to go ahead and place those. So I'm going to place those, which is the same thing I just did, which is the 150 watt incandescent. Take this and place it up here, somewhere right up there. Go ahead and do there. And then we'll place this one over here like that. And that's how we go ahead and place those. Okay, so we have those lamps in place. That's how we have that. And these, ooh, that's not right. That's a little too low. So that's 3 foot is the distance here. This one also needs to be 3 feet. No, this one needs to be 2'6". So I think this one changes. Do that. And we got that in place. So now that's really getting pretty close. Now, the next thing we have to do after all this is we have to begin to place these items on their sheets. And we also have to go ahead and make a detail view. So I think right now that's about all we're going to do for this week. I think we're going to stop right there. We're going to pause. But that's a lot. And I'm just going to see if there's any questions. So I showed you guys tonight, I showed you guys how to put in stairs. I showed you guys how to go ahead and to put on the lower level. I went through those different details. So right now, I'll just kind of stop and say, are there any questions at all about what we just covered there? Any questions about any of these details? I know there's quite a bit that we went through there, but it's all in the video. So it's all in the video. Everything is there. Every mouse click, everything's there. I've got several videos about how to do this right here. So there's quite a bit there. I think you guys should have enough to get you going there. So let me just say, are there any questions right here about this right now? Okay. A question there? I hear someone's microphone opened up. Nope. Okay, I'm going to stop the video right here. I'm going to stop